All right, what is up, everyone, and welcome to episode 18, of the Together Achieving Greatness show. I'm your host, Trevor Gutting, owner-operator of our sponsor, Tag Performance and Nutrition, helping you become an athlete for life through training, through nutrition, through sleep, and through your mindset. So today, just jumping in, another episode here for you. I'm going to get into a little bit of, I'll tell you about the topic, but yeah, I just want to talk about last night. If you know me, you know I am a huge wrestling fan. And last night was the Royal Rumble 2022. So, in my Miss Macho Man here, Randy Savage, brother, yeah, dig it. Oh, oh yeah, let's get ready for the episode of the Together Achieving Greatness show. It's going to be great. Oh yeah, dig it. Sorry, just had to get into little Macho Man coming off a fun Royal Rumble last night. But I want to jump into today's episode, and what we're going to talk about is, let me figure out this volume. It's kind of, today is going to be, I'm going to talk about breakfast, and it's kind of always seems to be a hot topic in the fitness, the nutrition world is breakfast, the idea of breakfast, and oh, should I skip breakfast? Should I fast? Should I, what do I have for breakfast? I don't have time for breakfast. All these different things you hear. I remember growing up and everyone always said, oh, breakfast, it's the most important meal of the day. And, and somewhat true. I don't think necessarily there is a most important meal of the day. I think the most important meal is your next meal. I think that's the most important meal is the next one coming up, because you always want to have good quality meals. If you have a bad one, next one you can get right back on track. So that's how it goes. I mean, yes, breakfast is important, and it is just the next meal. And I think everyone should eat breakfast. And to be honest, you can't skip breakfast unless you don't eat at all, because breakfast literally means breaking the fast. So unless you eat when you're sleeping, you're fasting overnight. No matter whether that's 8, 10, 12, 16, whatever hours it is, you still have breakfast no matter what. Breakfast is just a name for a meal. It's just your first meal of the day is breakfast, no matter when you eat it. But and so many times breakfast gets lumped in with these certain foods that you have to eat for breakfast, and you can't eat other things for breakfast, which is I've always found kind of funny. Oh, you have to eat eggs or cereal or bagels. That's breakfast. Pancakes, waffles, whatever the typical breakfast foods are. You always see, oh, that is what you have to eat for breakfast. And then people ask me, well, I don't know what to eat for breakfast. What can I have? I don't like eggs. I don't whatever. Eat whatever. You can eat anything for breakfast. It's just another meal. There's no and just like you can have eggs or bagels or whatever, you can have that for lunch or dinner or whatever other meal, a snack. There's no set in stone thing that you have to have for breakfast. There's no specific foods that are just considered breakfast foods. You can eat anything. You can eat steak. You can eat lobster. You can eat chicken. Whatever. You can have whatever you want for breakfast. Just people are so like set in these ways that you have to have these things for breakfast. But falling back to breakfast, it is not the most important meal, unless it is your next meal, which is your first meal of the day. So, yeah, it's important. I don't think, especially if you want to thrive, you shouldn't be pushing off your breakfast too late in the day. I know, like, they have the intermittent fastings and all these crazy things. I've tried them. I've done them all. Where you're not eating your first meals at like 1 in the afternoon, things like that. You're only eating like a 8-hour window for the day. But honestly, a lot of times that just causes more stress, more issues, more thinking, more planning than and more like I always found when I did that is that I'm always thinking about oh, I get to eat. It's almost 1 o'clock or noon or whatever. My first meal is gonna be. Oh, I finally get to eat. Yeah, and you're just feeling hungrier, and you kind of get stressing out that. And I didn't find my performance was as good. I didn't. I think that was one reason that attributed to my poor hormone, my low testosterone and things like that over time, combined with not sleeping well and all this different stuff. But it's so important to know that you don't have to do that. There's no one size fits all. And if fasting or whatever works for you, then by all means do it. But for the people I train, people who are athletes, former athletes looking to be athletes for life, it is not a very good method. It's not a good way, especially if you're training hard. You are an athlete. You should not be. You should be getting a lot more calories than you are. I had someone, a youth athlete, reach out to me, wanted to lose weight in season and stuff like that. And again, I gave him some tips and stuff like that. But I don't give free advice. Comes on these videos on my social media. But if you want a full plan and you're trying to get stuff for free, that's not what you're going to get from me. I have a business for a reason, to make money and to help people. I want to make money helping people, but that's a totally another issue. And yeah, breakfast is a good way to get started on your day. It's a good way to get some high quality protein in, get some good carbs, maybe some fats depending on when you're working out and stuff like that. Just get off to a good start, give you that energy to get you going and get you through to your next meal. If you're like me, if you train right away in the morning, a good, quick, simple, high protein breakfast with some carbs is a good way to go. But again, you don't need to do anything magic or special or fast or anything like that. I think getting good started, because honestly, if you're going to bed at a good time, and say like myself, I'll just use myself as an example because I go to bed at like 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night. I get up at 5. So that's what? And fasting starts from your last meal. So my last meal is typically around 5 o'clock, 5:30 at night, depending on clients and things like that, what I got going on. So I'm getting pretty much 10 to 12 hours of fasting. And I don't consider myself a intermittent faster. It's just part of life. So when you go to bed, or when your last meal is until your first meal in the morning, your breakfast, that is considered fasting. So overnight you're fasting. If you sleep, if you don't sleep, then you're weird and you should fix that and get sleeping. Or if you eat while you sleep, like Step Brothers, then you might have some other issues too. But so yeah, just look at it that way and make sure that you are getting good breakfast. You are eating. And a lot of people tell me, "Oh, I'm in a rush. I can't." I have a lot of clients that started, a couple high schoolers that they don't eat breakfast. And I ask them, "What'd you have for breakfast?" "Oh, I didn't have any." Or I had some cereal. It's like, come on, guys. I work with them and try and get them to. That's one of our goals right now. For one of them is over the next week. All I want him to do is his main goal for his nutrition is eat breakfast. So I have a little check in. Did you eat breakfast today? What'd you eat? Did you eat breakfast today? What'd you eat? It's building that first, and then it's focusing more on the quality, the whatever you're eating. It's starting to get in the habit of eating breakfast, and not just eating before you go to school, or eating before you go to work, or eating before you train, whatever it is coming up. Making sure that you're getting something in your body to feel it and make it feel better and provide that energy it needs to help you get through the day. Because if you're not thriving. You're not going to live optimally. You're not going to be an athlete for life if you're not getting a good quality breakfast. And again, all these people will say, "I don't have time for breakfast. I'm skipping breakfast." Well, I'm going to give you some good ideas, some quick, easy, simple meals that you can make. And a lot of times it just comes down to being prepared, prepping ahead, making something the night before ready to go. Because you do have time. You just don't make time. Everyone has time. We have the same amount of time everyone does in a day. I run a business. I teach. I have a lot of different things going on. Clients during the day, train myself. So I got a lot, but I always find time to eat. I make sure it's planning ahead. Like I just got done today. Today is Sunday. I just got done meal prepping for the next few days. Didn't have to do as much this week because I'm going out of town. I'm going to Florida for the Raise the Bar conference. I'm down in Orlando. I'm leaving Wednesday night. So looking forward to going to that. But making sure I get a good meal and planning it out. So I have my breakfast is made for the next couple days. And it's not that hard. It just takes some time. It takes a little bit of planning. And again, building these habits, these good behaviors is going to help you get to where you want to be. Whether that's lose fat, build muscle. But if you're looking to be an athlete for life, take some of these tips, get good breakfast in, and get going. Get your day started off on a good foot because that helps build momentum. That snowball effect, that snowball keeps rolling and rolling and getting bigger and bigger as you start going, building these habits, small habits, stacking them together. But I just want to jump on and give you some quick, simple breakfast ideas. And again, typically breakfast should consist of high protein and some good carbs, some good fats. Typically, like basically any meal. And depending on your training, what you got going on, you can play around with different things, your body, whatever your needs, your likes, dislikes. You can play around with that, and that's totally different. I don't want to get into that. That's individualized. We're all individuals. Everyone needs something different, but typically a general rule is high protein, some carbs, some fats, depending on, again, your situation, your training, your life, whatever. But again, here are some quick, simple ideas that I want to give you that you can take and make. Again, they're simple, quick, nutritious, and I mean, it shows you that you don't have to be a master chef to make a good quality breakfast. So let's start with the old favorite, the old typical breakfast food that when you think of breakfast, probably one of the first foods that come to your mind, and that is eggs. Eggs are not our. Eggs are simple. You can make them in whatever different way you want, over easy, fried, scrambled, hard boiled, whatever. There's so many different ways to make eggs, and you can eat a ton of different stuff with eggs. You can have eggs every day of the week, but your meal could be a little bit different every week. You could have eggs with, throw some bacon in there, turkey bacon. I like turkey. You might think I'm weird, but I think turkey bacon tastes way better than actual bacon. So pig bacon, but bacon, you can have ham, you could have chicken, throw a bunch of vegetables in there, have a side of fruit, have a bowl of oatmeal with it, whatever. But eggs are good. They're good protein, good fats, a lot of vitamins and minerals in there, especially if you're eating the whole egg. So eat the whole egg, eat the yolk. It's not gonna mess up your cholesterol or anything like that. Eggs get a bad rap, but eggs are great. I eat eggs pretty much every day. I know a ton of healthy people that eat eggs, more eggs than I do per day. So make sure you get eggs. Eggs are a good, quick one. Again, but eggs can be, a lot of people do have intolerances to eggs. So if you do that, then avoid eggs. But other than that, eggs are great. And there's a bazillion different ways, mixtures you can do with eggs. Like fry some up the night before, pop them in the microwave the next morning, or you could quickly do it in the morning. It doesn't take very long to get your pan warm, throw in some olive oil or grass-fed butter, cook up your eggs in that. Even coconut oil is actually kind of good with eggs. So throw some cheese in there, whatever. There's so many different ways. Again, fried, scrambled, hard-boiled. You can take those, have them on the go. So you got a quick snack too. So that's another way eggs work. So eggs would be number one. Again, mix them, have whatever you want within your eggs, whatever you like. Another high protein option that is easy to do is Greek yogurt. Again, simple, easy. Get the plain stuff. Don't get the stuff with all the extra sugar and extra stuff in it. Just get the plain stuff and make your own combinations. Add some raspberries, some blueberries, some strawberries, banana, oranges, apples, whatever. But any different fruit you like, throw that in there. Throw some nuts in there. Throw some seeds in there. You can even throw some vegetables in there. Throw some protein powder in there if you need some extra protein. But Greek yogurt is good because it is a high protein, really high protein for compared to regular yogurt. It does taste weird if you're eating it plain, kind of like, I don't know, like sour cream or something like that. It's a different taste on its own, but Mixing it with like fruits and stuff, you don't really notice the difference. Throw some oatmeal in there and make some good quality, high protein meals that way. So yogurt is great. And I mentioned oatmeal, yogurt kind of leads into my next one, which is overnight oats. So basically, with overnight oats, you take a jar or a Tupperware container, put some oatmeal in there, some dry oats. If you can put Greek yogurt in there, throw some fruits, throw some vegetables, throw some protein powder, whatever you want, and just let it sit overnight. That way, the dry oats, soak up some of the moisture, from whether it's water or milk or whatever you put in there, the yogurt, and they're not as crunchy. They're soft and squishier, easier to eat or whatever. I don't know how to explain it, but overnight oats, throw everything in a jar, let it sit overnight, mix whatever you want, nut butters, nuts, seeds, like I said, fruits, vegetables, throw that in there, let it sit overnight, grab it. You can grab it and go. You can eat it just ready, or you can just, like I said, grab it, go, bring it to work, and have it there. So simple, quick, easy. Again, if you're adding protein powder or Greek yogurt or milk, makes it a higher protein option too. Oats do have some protein in, but they're a carb basically. But they do have other nutrients, fiber, vitamins, minerals in there that will help you out as well, because we want that. We want some fiber in our breakfast to start too, because it's going to help us digest food. It's going to help fill you up. Same with the protein. Protein is going to help fill you up, keep you satiated, and not have you staying hungry or reaching for more food right away after you finish your breakfast. Whereas the normal breakfast of a bagel or a bowl of cereal is just empty carbs, empty nutrition, and sure, have that once in a while, but if you have that all the time, that's a lot of times it leads to the overeating and the unnecessary fat gain that people have. So again, overnight oats is a great one. Oh, I forgot, put honey on there. Honey is great option too, and a natural sugar if you want some sugar there. So honey, maple syrup, and real maple syrup is good too. So let's see what else we got here. We got toast. I prefer, like whole wheat toast, some sprouted grain toast. Sprouted grain's a little bit of protein. I mean, not super high protein, but if you add that with your yogurt or your eggs, again, toast is a great quick way. Does it take a minute to toast some toast? Throw on some peanut butter, some almond butter, whatever your favorite nut butter is. Slice up a banana. There ain't much better than a banana or a piece of toast, sprouted grain. I like Ezekiel bread. That's probably my favorite. Throw on some peanut butter. Peanut butter is easily probably one of the top 5 of my favorite foods. It is my my kryptonite, if you will. I could eat a jar of peanut butter at a time. Kind of like take after my dad. He eats peanut butter by the spoonful, and I think I learned from him. But I love peanut butter. Throw on swipe on some peanut butter. Cut up a banana. That is a go-to. Either you just have it as a regular sandwich or with toast is a little bit even better. So combine that with your egg. Have that as a side to your eggs, whatever. But toast makes a quick, easy meal. Throw in some nut butter. Throw in some Greek yogurt. Avocado toast I've had before. Throw in some berries, some flaxseed, chia seeds, things like that. You can make all these different combinations, and you're having this kind of the same foods, but it's not the same exact meal every day. So quick, easy. That one would be toast. Would be the next one. Next is take your protein powder, good quality protein powder, not a bunch of extra junk in it. Make some pancakes, make some waffles, throw it in your oatmeal. But I like protein pancakes, are one of my favorites. Here's a good combination I like to use. So you take a scoop of protein powder, an egg, a banana, I like buckwheat flour. Throw that all in a blender. Add some water to kind of get the right consistency, to make sure some baking powder to make a little fluffier pancakes. But yeah, fine. Takes a little while to figure out the consistency depending on the type of flour you're using or whatnot. You don't even need to use flour. Then cook them up in the skillet. Add some real maple syrup or some peanut butter on top, and dang, you got a good meal there. Good treat, good healthy quality breakfast and it's gonna get you going. It's gonna be high protein. Gonna have a lot of nutrients, vitamins, um, fiber, depending on what you add to it. Again, that was just one of my favorite recipes, the banana ones. Pumpkin is a good one to add in there. Make pumpkin protein pancakes. You can use chocolate. You can use whatever you want. Add your toppings. Use real maple syrup. Add honey. Add peanut butter, your favorite nut butters. And protein pancakes are, again, one of my favorites. You can also make waffles if you have a waffle maker, same type of thing. Throw protein powder in oatmeal. That's a great way to get going. Add some more protein to your breakfast. But those are some different options. So what do we have? One, two, five, basically five different things. So we had Greek yogurt, overnight oats, eggs, toast, and protein pancake, protein waffles. Again, you can combine these together. You can mix and match, and you have infinite possibilities of what to have for breakfast. And again, none of these are going to take you hours and hours to make. They're quick, simple, and most importantly, they're nutritious. They're good for you. They're going to help you, help fuel your body, help build a good relationship with food and enjoying breakfast and making sure that you're getting good food and that eating well does not have to taste like crap. It's not going to be super expensive. And again, your body's going to thank you for this when you're feeding it good quality food majority of the time. But that is all for the breakfasts. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know, comment below. Make sure you like and subscribe to my page by clicking the little icon below here. And if you guys are interested, I do have a high protein recipe book or ebook out. You can get that in the link below down here somewhere. You'll get that link. You'll get a free recipe book. I can't remember. It has a bunch of different recipes. Quick, simple. There's some eggs. There's some yogurt, some overnight oat type things in there. But just some good ideas to get you going, get you thinking more, and maybe spark some more creation and imagination that you can find and choose some of your favorite breakfast and maybe create new favorite breakfast ideas. But again, guys, if you are looking to improve your quality of life, transform your body and mind so you can build a leaner, more athletic version of yourself and become an athlete for life, reach out, apply to become a member and join and get coaching from me to become the best version of yourself and unleash greatness in your life. Again, that link is below as well. Click the apply for coaching link below. So any other questions, guys, feel free to ask. You can shoot me an email. My email is trevor@tagpn.com, and we will be in touch. Looking forward to getting back on here next week, and not sure when that will be because I will be gone until Sunday, so not sure what the internet scene is going to be like down there, but maybe it'll be a recap. Probably do a recap of the Raise the Bar conference. That'll probably be next week. But any other questions, guys, feel free to reach out, and we will see you soon. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.